Well, good evening, everybody. This is your girl. That's right. The Princess of Radio, the one and only Evangelist DJ Renee. And we're coming to you by way of TikTok. We're coming to you by way of Facebook. And we're coming to you by way of YouTube. And for Tangipohoa Parish, we have our president of the NAACP. And so we have him on tonight, and he's going to tell us some very interesting stuff about what's going on and the different things that he look out for us in, and we're excited about that. Also, if somebody needs to call in and ask some questions, we do also have a way for you to do that. You can call in and you can ask some questions about some of the things that he's going to share with us. Again, it is none other than the Honorable, my boy, my friend, my church brother, and all of that. Brother Showers, Brother Showers. And look, I'm hitting stuff, and I hope I'm not hitting the wrong stuff. Yeah, I'm hitting the wrong stuff.
Yeah, I think you're hitting the wrong stuff.
But we ain't supposed to be on that. I was trying to get something else up here, and I'm hitting the wrong stuff. Oh man! But anyway, oh Lord, just messing up. But anyway, we getting ready to talk to Brother Michael. He has some things that he wants to tell us, and this is our community awareness. One of our community awareness segment. We're going to talk to him, and then later we're going to talk to a gentleman from Florida that's running for the state senate in Florida. And we want to make sure we get that word out everywhere, all over the place. Even you, Mike, you can do some, you can listen in even after you get off tonight. You can listen in to him. And if you got some family over there up in District 39 of Florida, maybe you can give them a shout out and tell them, look, got a candidate over there running for Senate, and he's on the he's on the Dems. He's Dems, so we want to see y'all vote for him and get him put in office. Yeah, vote for him and get him put in office.
I do have a lot of connections over in the state of Florida. I have a lot of friends in the state of Florida. I have family members in the state of Florida. But I would like to see what District 39 is. Maybe some of my friends and folk are in that district. So I would love
well, you might be able to, listen to him and hear, what he said about it, and he'll let you know, where his district at and where it cover. I know it do cover some of, I believe, Miami and Tallahassee. So I know it covers a certain part of Miami and a certain part of Tallahassee. So he'll let you know more about it. Like I said, even if you're not still in here, and you may be, I hope you do stay in a little while when he comes on if you can. But if not, I understand, because I know you was only looking to be on a few minutes. So you can always go and look. We're on YouTube and we're on Facebook. So you'll be able to look and listen, because we're going to also do another segment. We're going to leave out of this segment after we interview with him, and we're going to go to talking about the presidential election. And I have several people that's going to get on that platform with us. Okay? So,
that's wonderful. Well, let me ask you. Well, let me just ask you this real quick. Our good friend Kenneth Harris, have he been on yet? Isn't he running? I think he's running for Congress up there in Carolina somewhere.
Oh, okay. Well, he needs to reach out to me. Kenny know how to reach. Kenny know better. Kenny needs to reach out to me, because hey, you already know that's my boy. When he ran for mayor down here, yeah, that's my boy. So he needs to reach out to me, because I'll be glad to have him on before the election takes place. But
I think I would DM him to get him, to contact you or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, definitely get with him to contact me. So, what's good? What's good? I hope everybody can hear you. I hear you pretty well, but I want to
Um,
make sure they hear you on the TikTok. But I know they're hearing you on Facebook and YouTube. But I hope they're hearing you on TikTok too. So, what's going on? What's happening with the NAACP and what's happening with our community? What things are you working on right now?
oh man, I tell you, dude, well, I think an hour is not enough time for for the stuff that we're working on. We get a bunch of calls, and
That's why we're not going to try to cover it all. We're going to cover
yeah,
much of it as we can.
we get a bunch of calls, and we do go to work for the community because we love the community in Tangipohoa Parish, and we just want to see our community better. Um, but
Okay.
a quick plug in. People do have time to steal. I think Monday, October 7th, was the last day to in person or to register to vote. I think
Right.
Tuesday, October 15th, is the last day for online voter registration to be able to vote in, the primaries for the presidential candidates and congressional. And I know you guys are going to get into to all of that good stuff later on. And I hope everybody is excited. Uh, Everybody's excited about going out and choosing the next president of the United States of America. Let's
A
go,
brand
let's
new
go,
one at
let's
that.
go,
A,
let's
look,
go.
a brand new one. we're not going back. A brand
Yeah.
new one.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're not going
Yeah.
back. We're not going back. I'm with you. But more importantly, too, well, I would say equally as important, is the elections, the local elections that are occurring here in Tangipahoa Parish for judgeship, for mayor, and for aldermen. I always say these people at the local level impact your lives more so on a daily basis than some of our upper level. But all are important to vote. So we hope we just get everybody out there to vote and support these your candidate of choice. I have my candidates of choice, and I don't mind saying which one it is. So,
Yeah.
uh,
You better make sure you say which one it is. And also, let me tell you this, Mike. They can say what they want. And I wish these pastors would get like they were back there when we couldn't drink out the same water fountains and when we was really struggling. They would tell you, you need to vote for this person. They wouldn't get up there with their dignified stuff talking about, well, I'm gonna vote for this person. Now you can do what you want. No, I encourage you to vote for this person. Okay, that's what I think they need to say. And I have my person, and I'm gonna tell them now on certain medias and certain places that I can't tell them who to vote. But on this turf here, I can tell them you need to
you
vote
can
for
say,
Kamala Harris and her VP, and then I need to find out who's running for all of these other offices. Can you tell me here in Louisiana on the statewide? Do you know who's running? Because I haven't did the research. Have you?
yeah,
Do you know who's running?
yeah, me either. As far as statewide, I'm not sure of any statewide elections that are going on now. I'm sure that there are no state for our area state representatives or anything like that. But there are local elections, in the 21st Judicial District for the judgeship. And, of course, you have your town mayors of Amy, Roseland, things of that. And also that's going to be on the chief of police and things of that nature.
I want
Are
to talk
going to,
about that. I want to talk about that because when
oh,
I was leaving,
oh,
church, leaving from the dedication of the building for your father Saturday morning, I saw all these signs talking about no. So I don't know because if it's talking about the councilman being able to vote the chief out, I think that ought to be yes. So I want to know the flip side of that. How is it written? Okay, if we vote yes, are we saying, yeah, we want them to be able to do it? Or if we vote no, are we saying we don't want them to be do it? Do you know? Have you did the research on that yet?
Well, no. From my understanding, and I don't have all the facts in front of me. In fact, we're supposed to have a council member come to our meeting to explain exactly that on October 17th. October 17th at 6:30, we'll have our NAACP meeting, and we'll have a council member there, president of the council, as a matter of fact, to come and explain to us exactly what that means. But from my understanding, as of now, no means you don't want the council to have the power to terminate the police chief, and yes, would be you do want the council to have the power to terminate the police chief. So,
Okay, so we're gonna have to find which that's a proposition that's gonna be on there, right?
sure, yes, yes.
Okay, well,
Wasn't it?
Sister Joan is gonna be with me at 9 o'clock, and also Pastor Brenda Campbell gonna be with me. They probably done did some homework on that, and
Good,
they probably
good.
can tell me exactly which proposition is what. Because the one I saw cross town in our community in the hood,
Uh,
right down the road from the church, it said
mhm.
a big no, and it said Proposition 1. So we're
Right.
gonna clear that up tonight. That's why
Let's
we
clear
on
that.
here.
Yeah, let's
We
clear that up. Let's clear it up because I'm gonna tell you right now, I am in favor of
and all the way in favor.
I'm in favor, of the council having that power to do that.
And I'm so glad they were able to get it on the ballot. I know that was probably hard fought.
It was hard for it was hard, and we have to give a shout out to all of our um, um, council members in Hammond who have diligently worked on this and took a lot of heat for it. We don't understand the amount of heat and the amount of pressure that people get. Even in my role as NAACP president, you gotta you gotta roll with the punches. You gotta roll with the punches because everybody, you're not gonna make everybody happy all the time, and that's the job of a leader. You have to be able to lead, and you have to make the tough decisions. You have to be able to stand and say what needs to be said. And that's just the bottom
Right.
line to it. And so everybody's not going to agree. Everybody's not going to be happy. But hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is.
And you know you good for saying that. And you don't mind standing boldly. That's what I like about you.
Yeah.
If it ain't right, you gonna let them know it ain't right. And it needs
We-
to be fixed.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
so so
So
so
So,
so
and let me just say this too. There are a lot of other amendments that will be on the ballot this for this coming election. So there's many other ballots that are going to many other amendments that are going to be on the ballot. So we have to pay close attention to that. And what we're going to do, we're going to get those amendments, and we're going to go through them, and then we will put something out as how, because a lot of times
you and I will be
right,
right back here.
right, because a lot of times
We
those
will be right.
amendments, it's the way they're written. It's the way the amendments are written. Sometimes, you like, should I vote yes on this or should I vote no? Because the way it's written is kind of confusing. And I got a sneaky suspicion that I
What
got a
sounds sneaky
sneaky
suspicion
suspicion
and what's the other
that
part
it
of it?
that is purposeful. It is purposeful to sometimes confuse people, even people
Yeah.
with high level of education and stuff. It confuses you the way this stuff is written. So we definitely
Right.
have to get those amendments out and let people know and what they're actually saying. So
And and
we're
my
going to be
thing,
working.
if it's confusing a scholar and a smarty like you, I know good and well I ain't gonna have no idea what they talking about.
It confuses a lot of people. I'm telling you, it does. So But
Yeah.
we have people that's going to go through it, and we're going to have they're going to put it out. So we're good to go.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know being the president of the NAACP, that was one of the things that you wanted to talk about to make sure people get registered by the 7th, which you said the 7th is Monday because tomorrow is the 4th,
Yeah.
Saturday is the 5th,
Yeah.
and Sunday is the 6th, and the
Yeah.
last day to get registered. Now you can also call because I was just talking to a young lady that I'm associated with calling my daughter, one of my new daughters. I was asked her, was she registered to vote? And she said no. And I asked her, did she have a felon or something? The reason she wasn't registered, and she said no. I said, oh, well, we need you to be registered. We need to get you registered. And she said, okay. I said, what day you are? She said she off on Wednesday and Thursday, but she don't get off until 4 o'clock. So I know a lot of time the register's office be closed, but she can go online and register. Can't you still register online?
You can go online to register. I think at one time, I know you can do it from your phone if you have those capabilities.
Right,
You can do it from your
right,
phone. You can go to a local library. It doesn't take all that long to register to vote. It takes all of about 2 to 5 minutes of your time
right.
just to register to vote online. It's real quick and easy. Yeah.
Right. So, well, yeah. So that's one I got already. That's one I got already. We
Yeah.
about to do this thing for real, for real, for real,
Absolutely.
for real.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And Renee, you notice that, normally during this time, they're normally organizations that are out, registering people to vote. You don't see a whole lot of that now because of the new law that took effect August 1st that requires organizations to be registered by the Secretary of State or the local register of voters office to be able to conduct, voter registration. And that was about 10 laws that was passed this past legislative session regarding voting. And so those laws that were passed are concerning. We have to be concerned about voter suppression and things of that. It talks about assisting people with voting. Um, there are laws about that. There's laws about voter registration. It's just so much, and what we're going to have to do is pull up all 10 of those laws and bring them back, and then we're just going to have to go through each and every last one of them so people can understand so they won't be in violation of anything when it comes time for voting.
well, I
So
tell you what, I know they was doing this in Georgia and all them other states. Now they want to creep up here in up in Louisiana with that. So these laws were passed in Louisiana.
yes, in the state of Louisiana, it was about 10 of them.
And when they
Um,
passed them, when did they pass them?
this last legislative session that they had in uh, May, June, July time frame.
Okay. I want Mike. You already know I done told you this platform is your platform. You are my supporter, you're my sponsor, and you are my president of the NAACP. So this is just like this your broadcast, okay? We
All
don't
right,
want to miss nothing. We don't want to
gotcha,
miss
gotcha,
nothing. And since
gotcha.
God has placed you up in that position, anything, I mean absolutely anything that they doing up in this state and in this city and in this parish, I want to know about it. And we need to be on here. And we need to promote this platform and let people know you can come get it over here. We can tell it to
Absolutely,
you. We're going to break it down to you. We're going to let you know
absolutely,
what's going on. Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
Gonna give it to you straight. So we
So
will
I need
we
you to
will
do
be
that
back
research.
with those.
Check out
Yes.
the 10 amendments about the assisting people to vote. And that's not unfair because you have older people that can't hardly see, or older people that you have to
Mhm.
basically tell them and they can show you how to even hit it for them. You should still be able to go in the vote booth with them and make sure they're getting it right because they putting new machines in and having them all tripped up. all kind of ways for people won't understand what they're supposed to do. And I know sometime in past time, people went out the booth and haven't finished their voting or haven't pulled the lever when they open the curtain. This is a bunch of hogwash at its best.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you all on TikTok who are sending me the gifts. But we got to get this together. I'm a ring leader because I'm running for city councilman. As soon as
Come on.
Devon Wells decide he's not running again, I'm running. So take that to the bank and tell everybody. And I don't care who else say they want to run. We just gonna have to run against each other because I'm running for city council of District 3.
Well, you,
Take that to
well,
the
you,
bank. So
well,
I
you
got to
already
stay
done.
I
Well, you
gotta say
already done put it out there, so it's out there now. It's out there. It's
it's
out there.
out there. It's out there. So don't say you didn't know. It's out there. But anyway, but I won't run until Devon decides he's not gonna run again. I don't know if he's gonna run this last term. If he run this last term, I'm his cheerleader as always. But if he decides not to run this time, I need you. I need you to help me gather the information to find out what I need to do to put my name in the hat. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. And let me tell you this: you've been around politics so long, so I know you know all the ins and outs. So and you do this. This is what you do. In the last election, we seen you out there doing your thing, pulling people in. But let me just put a plug in for my man, Councilman Wells. I tell you, District 3 looks good over there, and he has done a phenomenal job as city councilman over in his district. And
Yes, yeah.
Councilman Divitorio has done a phenomenal job. Councilman Kip Andrews. So, hats off to those councilmen who continuously put in the work uh, day in and day out. You don't see all the phone
Right.
calls they get, but they they get them. They get them.
But look, it's 7:27. We got 30 minutes, and then we're gonna be interviewing Mr. Charles by way of this platform. So we done talked about the 10 amendments that you're gonna find out about.
I
We've
got
talked
them.
about these propositions that's going to be on there, and one is to make sure our city council can fire a police chief if we don't like the job he's doing. So we need everybody, especially those who hollered they didn't like how the allegedly the chief whooped a man in handcuffs and nothing was done about it. So
Right,
if they
right,
really felt nothing was done about it and they wanted something to be done about it, now's the time to speak or forever hold your peace.
right. And let me and you know what? I have to say this, and let me just tell you the contrast between what I've witnessed and what we've been involved in, especially in that particular incident and in the other incident where the young man was in his home and he was, shot, the guy that was shot in the mouth.
Yeah,
Um,
my little family, my extended
okay,
family,
okay.
my
And
cousin's
so,
nephew. Yeah.
oh, exactly. And so that was a lot of work that was done. That was even, I think, a couple of yeah, that was like 2 or 3 protests downtown uh, in regards to that shooting. But particularly, I just want to mention this briefly. Like when the sheriff officer, the sheriff deputy, went into the home of an individual here. This happens about a month ago, about a month and a half ago, uh, when he went into that. Well, the footage and the camera footage showed that what the deputy had done was wrong and was illegal, and he was fired within days. Didn't wait,
Okay.
didn't wait, didn't wait. Didn't have to have no big brouhaha on anything. What they saw on camera was enough to terminate, and that's all that we be asking when we are, when you see this stuff. And in contrast, in the city of Hammond, you know,
Yeah.
um, you just don't. You don't get that. You see what the video shows, and then there's an investigation, and so forth and so on. And everybody has to have due process. I do understand that, But there's the victim that has to have due process. There's the police officer. But when you seeing it with your own two eyes, I mean, hey, what more do you need? And so we have run into a brick wall at the city of Hammond. But I applaud the sheriff for taking swift, decisive action in the legal entry of that sheriff deputy and unlawful arrest of that young man. That young man spent he spent a day, a night in jail um, behind some bogus, trumped up charges. And so they moved swiftly to drop the charges. They moved swiftly to okay. I didn't know what was going on there. So they
Okay.
moved swiftly to drop the charges. They moved swiftly to terminate that sheriff deputy. This is what the public. This is at the end of the day, no matter who's right or who's wrong, make the decision and let's move on. Give the community some confidence in their local police, in their local government. That's all that we're asking. That's all, and we're going to continue to hold people's feet to the fire as long as I'm still president of this organization and of the NAACP. I must say we have elections coming up. Not only do we have national elections, we have our own local elections for officers of the NAACP, and every officer, president, we have 3 vice presidents, secretary, treasurer, all of that is up for election this cycle. And I tell you what, Renee, I've been fishing the last couple of days and I kind of enjoy fishing. So I don't know, I might just go ahead on and retire early and retire after 6 years because, I've been holding this job for 6 years. And so we will see how it all plays out there.
Okay, okay. I
Yeah,
like that. I like that.
yeah.
I'm letting them know that Brother Charles been traveling because he's campaigning all through Florida, and they were saying, was he gonna be on camera? Because he gonna be in the car, but he'll be okay. He'll be just fine, even if he's driving. Miss Suge, he gonna be just fine. We
He
people
should
do
be.
it driving all the time, and he
Well,
know
we
that
might
he
have to
got
check the laws in the state now. We don't want him to violate no laws.
he ain't
he
gonna
might have to
violate the law.
he need to, he
He
need to
gonna
pull
pull to
over
the
because
side.
safety is paramount. Safety is paramount, and I'm pretty sure that he will. I hope he have a drive. Yeah.
I'm probably the
Yeah.
only one to do that. I'm probably the only one to do that. But
Don't
okay, well, they
don't
were
let
listening to what
them.
you were saying, but I was trying to get that call to make sure they know that it was okay, to let them know that it's okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah. And one moment, and Mama's Sister Suge, Miss Suge, he's also gonna be the main key person for that next one. I'm gonna send you and him the link, and y'all gonna be the key people to talk about the Project 25 as well. So it's not gonna be on that same link. I'm gonna send y'all another link, and we're gonna start that one up after this one is over with, when he finished on this one. But
Hmm.
yeah, Brother Mike, okay. So we got that out the way about you gonna go ahead on and search those amendments for me. You're gonna we're gonna hopefully Sister Jean can tell me more about them propositions when we come on at the 9 o'clock hour.
Okay.
Uh
Okay.
so yeah, so we talk
Yeah.
about them that 9 o'clock hour. Maybe she can tell me more about that. But if not, you and I will be on again soon, soon, soon before that election this month. Because the main election is on the 5th. Do you know when early voting is?
Early voting. I think it's
On 20
October
something.
18th. I don't want to. I think it's, I don't have it in front of me. I think it's October
Well,
18th.
Sister Jane will have it.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll let
yeah,
Sister Jane tell us because she'll have it. Sister Jean will tell us.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, Sister Jean would tell us. But yeah, so you did tell us about the amendments. We talked a little bit about the propositions, and you talked about the one of the propositions going to be concerning if the council would be able to remove the police chief if we're not satisfied with something that happened. And you know what? We are coming a long way with that because you remember a long time ago, um, they were concerned about a chief that we had for years and years and years, and they couldn't get him out because it was a lifetime position, and they did get that changed as well. That is changed though, isn't it? But the mayor can get him out. So they did change that where the
Yeah.
mayor could get him out, but
Right.
before then, even the mayor couldn't get him out, huh?
Right. Currently, the mayor, the right. Currently, right now, as is written, the mayor can terminate the chief of police in Hammond. But we know throughout Tangipohoa Parish, like in Ponchatoula, the chief of police is elected. In Amite, the chief of police is elected. Roseland, the chief of police is, on up Village of Tangipahoa, Kentwood. All those chiefs are independents. Mostly all the chiefs of police in Tangipahoa Parish are elected.
And guess
Um,
what? And
I don't know what happened.
all those cities is less than 10 miles away from him. Less than
Right,
15 miles. I ain't gonna say 10, but
right,
Independence ain't but 10 miles from Hammond. Amen. Ain't
right.
but 15 miles. Ponchatoula is right next door. You go down the street, you at the Ponchatoula Walmart. So you said every city except Hammond, the police chief is elected.
Every city, Tickfaw. We can go to Tickfaw. Tickfaw, the chief of
Tickfaw
police
ain't
is
nothing but
elected.
a step out of Hammond, a step out of the tall bitty. The
Right,
tall bitty being Tickfaw.
right.
Oh my,
So the
oh
question
yeah.
really has to be why the voters of Hammond do not have that opportunity to elect and say who their chief of police is. And so that's something that now that's a huge question that needs to be asked. I know it was talked about some months ago. I don't know what happened with that, and I think the thing that came out of that was the council wanted to have the opportunity. There's 5 council members in the city of Hammond, and so I think the council members wanted the opportunity to have a say if the chief can be terminated. I think
Okay.
one of the better ways is just that let the voters have a say, and the voters can say who they
Well,
want to. But
that's what I
if that
think should
hasn't
happen.
happened, this is the next. This is the next. So there's a lot to unpack in that. So we will just wait for that information from the council and be able to put that out and disperse that out to um, our people.
But we
Um,
gotta, but we gotta move speedily because election is no early voting is this month in a couple weeks. Matter of fact, if the Lord said the same, I need some sponsors. Hey, Mike, if you could get somebody to hook me up, I need a sponsor. I'm trying to go to Florida on the 25th. Now, I originally was trying to go to Florida to a musical that the Lighthouse Juniors are going to be going to. But then I found out that Senator Charles is going to be in Miami that same weekend campaigning. So I want to help him too. So that means I'm going to have to be there for 2 days. Plus, I'm going to have to get there. But I'm going to take my little red bird. So, I
come
ain't
on.
scared to ride. I'm going to
You're
take my
not
little
scared to
red
put the red bird
bird.
on the road, huh? Don't be
I'm going to take
scared to
my little
put it on
red
the road.
bird. But I got to worry about food, gas, and room and board. But I want to help him do something because we all kind of hang out on TikTok, and they're asking for some of us to come and support him and help him. He is a
Oh,
Dem, and he going for state senator of Florida, District 39. And what do you think while we have you on here, Mike? Because we're gonna do the other live with about the presidency. But while we have you on here, I don't always do that. We don't always do that. We do sometimes vote Republican, and it's all right because we're asking the Republicans to vote for Kamala. So if we can ask them to vote for Kamala, we can vote Republican too when it's necessary.
when it's
But
necessary,
right
yes.
now, since Kamala, we want Kamala in there, and we've seen in the past, and I'm talking about for me, we've seen in the past what happened when we get a Dem in there, and we don't have Dems up and down the ballot to help pass legislation, however you pronounce it, legislation.
Yeah.
We don't have Dems up and down the ballot. So on this election here, my thought is this time we need to which most of the people around me, when I do be telling them to vote for a Republican because it ain't nothing big, they be telling me, oh no, I'll vote Republican. Or either they'll say, oh no, I'm voting Democrat. Or they say if they go down that ballot and don't say Democrat, they don't mark nothing. So anyway, and then sometimes when we go down the ballot, it's only 2 Republicans. So you got to vote for. You should vote for one of them. But most of them say I ain't vote for now one of them. Because that's just the way people are about their parties. But we
Yeah.
got to get out of that. But I think in this election, and considering the trouble that the Dem presidents have with too many Republican people in different positions, I think this time we need to advocate to make sure Kamala be a successful president and get her agenda through. So people could quit saying we got some people, quote unquote, of color talk about they did better when DT was in, or they did better when the Republican Party is running the country. Something wrong with that picture. And one thing wrong with the picture, as Miss Charlotte said, they don't understand government. And they don't understand how the first 2 years is the prior administration's good deed. Just like Devon. Some people ran against Devon. Devon had already put so much in place to take place this term that if he would have lost, people would have thought which we knew better, they would have thought another person was getting it done. And I'm gonna be proud to come behind him because he already my first 2 years gonna look good because of what he already put in place. And then I just keep on the same gravy train. You know what I'm saying? Making things happen. I might not be as radical. He already told me, quote unquote, I don't cuss enough. That's exactly what Councilman Wells told me when I told him that I wanted to run, and he was for me running, but he said, you don't cuss enough. He felt I might be too soft for the city of Hammond Council. But then again, he don't know me, huh? He really don't know. He really don't know. He really don't know. I don't play with foolishness. I have zero tolerance for stupidity and for ignorancy. I have zero tolerance for it. And then see, I was raised to know the difference. You can't pull no wool over my head. You can smile in my face and talk to me all you want. You can't pull no wool over my head.
Can't do it.
Yeah, they'll pull it over if you don't know no better. If you don't know no better, they'll pull it over your head.
Every time.
Everybody talk about bipartisanship. I'm like Devon Wells. We're bipartisanship, all right. District 3 is important. And all the districts that have people look like me in it, all the districts are important, but especially those who the majority of people look like me. It's double important. Yeah. So, Mike, so we got all the things about some of these elections, and you're going to find out some more details for me so we can present it to the people. And believe
Right.
me, I'm on this TikTok every day, and I'm on this Facebook every day. And I'm going to
Really?
be on there every day, every day. I had a 4-hour section go on my Facebook talking about the presidential election yesterday. And I had different people came in on TikTok and we talked and voiced our opinion. And then I was on today, but we was talking biblical, and I had to get off because I had to go to my own call job. But then I knew I was gonna be tied up with y'all tonight, so it was all good. It was all good. But
Oh
yeah,
man, you
we
burning
need
the
to,
oil then.
huh?
I say you burning the oil with this then. Okay, you TikTok in
Oh
the
baby,
morning,
yeah.
TikToking at
If
night.
you if you need to drop, I need you to follow me on TikTok because baby, they rolling over there about this Kamala Harris. When I say
Yeah. Oh
they
yeah.
rolling
Oh
over
yeah.
there.
Oh
We
yeah.
got talk platforms every day, all day. Talk
Yeah.
about this
Yeah.
election. Ain't nowhere in the world DT supposed to go back in no office. No, no, no. Not on
You,
our watch.
you better
Not on
hurry up
our
and know
watch.
that. You better hurry
Huh?
up and know. You better hurry up and know it. You better hurry up and know it.
And
Man.
I already told him we got to do the work. But Kamala is going to be the next president because it's a divine thing. God did it.
Mm.
When he allowed Biden to love and appreciate the people of color who have supported him down through the years and pick her as his VP and make her the first woman vice president and be of color. That was the setup right there because Biden knew he was sick, and if something happened to him, she would automatically be the president of the United States of America. So it was
Mm.
already set up. But God just saw fit to let him see his term out. But then God and nature stepped in again and allowed him to get a little fever, and then allowed him to have the wisdom that he already had. And he already said that he didn't want to be a president an 8-year term. No way. He said that years ago, and he wanted to have at least 4 years. And I got something that I share on my page that I got up a TikTok, and it's a song out of all these years. And then it has a write up about Biden, how through his wife and his child being unalive in a crash, but
Wow.
between his son being unalive because of sickness, and with somebody else, something else happened. They got all that on there, and they said he stood, and I'm like this. God did it. God was faithful to him. All the time, I look at all them times, even when Obama was running, when Clinton was running, when I look at all those times, he couldn't get no further than the 12 that was debated. But look at God, when it was all
Mm.
said and done, in his
Yeah.
old age, God is an on time God. And in
Come
his
on.
old age, God
Yeah.
granted him that presidency. Nobody
Mm.
but God. Nobody
Yeah.
but God.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
said, God did it for Obama about 10 years ago, they say. I say 8 years ago because Trump served 4 years and Biden served 4 years. So 8 years ago, and this is 8 is the number of new beginning.
Come
And
on.
then
All right. All right.
I don't believe God brought Kamala this far to be a Rudy Boot right now. I put it like that. And I think the only reason he let that other person get in the last time is to let us see how ignorant these people is in this country and how far we have got, but how far we have not gotten. And to let us see how them people would let them people come and interrupt the democracy of a vote and tear up the Capitol and
Mm.
nothing be done about it and all that
Mm.
kind of stuff. And like I said, they got all these accounts on him. They got all these charges on him. They got all these felons on him, and they can't put him away. But I guarantee you, he can't box with God's hand. God got the last say. They might can't put him away and lock him up that way. But I guarantee you, they might let you run for president. But I guarantee the God I serve can make sure you don't get in office. I guarantee
Ooh.
you that. I guarantee you that. And I guarantee that he ain't going to fail his plan. It's a divine thing that he made sure Kamala had not only one nationality, the same thing he did with Obama. He knew that at the time, and for the first president, we couldn't have nobody that had two dark parents. He had to mix it up and make it look like America. and then, and then he was doing it when Martin Luther King and Agonell was marching and fighting for rights. He was creating this baby. When in that time, ain't nowhere in the world, no woman of white tea in that area where she was from, Kansas, had no business conceiving no babies with not only a man of color of the United States of America, but one that was where the ships went and got us, well, not got us, because I never seen Africa, but went and got black people from. He didn't let him have a daddy that was from the state. He let him have his daddy that was dead out of Africa. That
Come
ain't
on.
nothing but divine promise. That's divine. That was divine. He couldn't lose. Then it made him smart. And then, you know, they want to say he got it from his mama's side. You know that. But then we know he got it from his daddy's side too. And he was just all that and some and a cup of tea. And not only did God make him be like that, but he made him so doggone good looking to look at, baby. So look, guess what? He could not miss. He could not miss. And he made him be a representation of all the interracial couples that have hope for their children in this country. As I was telling them on a platform earlier, the people make it a problem. They said, don't marry interracial. Don't have interracial children because it's going to be hard on the children. It's hard on the children because y'all make it hard on the children. But guess what? This child here went all the way up to the highest office of the country.
Yeah.
Nobody but God. And then in 8 years, God not only finna and Hillary, I love Hillary. It hurt my heart that she didn't make it. Even when Obama was running against her, at first I was kind of upset because I love the Clintons and I wanted to see her be president. But God did not ordain it that way. But God allowed her to be the Secretary of State. He allowed her to go high. But her husband had already been in the White House 8 years. So God said no, because he had this little black girl named Kamala Harris. And he said because of Shirley Chisholm running the first time, she was the one bold enough to run for president of the United States. I'm going to let a black girl who's going to represent her descendants and her family. And when she become president, because I understand, I saw a post that my cousin Sherry posted that she went to the grave of Shirley Chisholm when she got the nominee.
Wow.
I heard that she went
That's
and looked down on her grave. And so she said, we done made it. That's probably what she said. I wasn't even there. She probably said, I'm here, Shirley. I will be the next president. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for you. So I believe God gonna do it, but we gotta go out. That's the only thing missing is we got to go out. And like I tell people, I always give God his sovereignty. If for some reason, and I'm not doubting that he's able and that he's going to do it, but if for some reason he don't, it would be because God is still trying to punish the United States of America for being so foolish. And we know in the Bible, he had the children of the children was in bondage. So sometimes he do move his hand and allow us to be in bondage. And if anybody allow this man to get in, knowing that it's a possibility that he can put laws of Project 25, most people don't believe that he will. A lot of people don't believe that he can. But we know that he can. And we know that it's a possibility that he will, even if he don't. And if you got that possibility, any kind of possibility that he was associated any kind of way with that, if he get in office, you gonna suffer some consequences. Now we that are saints, we gonna be all right, but we still gonna suffer. We gonna suffer some consequences, but we gonna be all right because God ain't never left us. He took care of us in slavery. He took care of us always and always will take care of us. So we, as Christians, we ain't running and being devastated, but it's just the idea. We got to stand up for our country and for democracy and go vote to let him know. Don't care how much money he got. Don't care who he is. You might get away with these ignorant people, but you can't get away with God.
Yeah.
And so
One thing we have to do, right. One thing that we can't be fearful of what's happening next. Christians shouldn't be fearful of anything. We know we're going to be taking, we know we're protected no matter what, the outcome, because, all things, no matter if it's good or bad, all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. So no doubt about it, we're going to be okay. But things are in our hands, and we should, if it's in our hands to do, we need to do it and not look for God to do what's in our hands to do. And
I tell them like
voting
this:
and pulling that lever and
God got
pushing that
us
button is in our hands. Yeah,
God got us here on earth to do what we're supposed to do. He not finna step
absolutely.
out of heaven and go pull no levers for everybody. Okay? We gonna have to go to
Right.
the pole and pull them levers. Now
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
done presented this to you. I'm here,
Mm.
Sister Shug here, Brother Charles here, you here, and so many countless other people. Taylor Swift, she here. All of these people, all these 200, I understand, I heard them on the news say over 200 Republicans endorsed Kamala Harris. So the handwriting is on the wall. Now, how dumb are you? Okay,
Mm.
how ignorant are you gonna be? The handwriting is on the wall,
It's
and
on
you
the
don't have
wall.
to be a rocket scientist to see that. And like I said, I always use. People don't like to bring the Bible in it, but baby, my God is real, and how
Mm.
God operate. Ain't nobody else supposed to go these next 4 years but Kamala Harris supposed to be given an opportunity because she is the vice president of President Biden. And when God works, he passes the torch. He passed the torch from Moses to Joshua. Okay?
Mm.
And then no, David couldn't build a house because he had blood on his hand, but he allowed his son Samuel to build it. So guess
Mm.
what? God didn't allow Biden, just like he was faithful to let Biden become president for such a time as this. And it wasn't even all about him, but it was his faithfulness to him. But it's because he knew Biden had a heart and that he would pick Kamala. Because she went and she did just like he did, was in all them debates, all them times to be president, and she didn't get there. But out of nowhere, Biden could have picked anybody to be his VP. But he didn't because it was a divine thing. He was led by God and he had wisdom, and he picked her because he knew that she was going to be the next president. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. And he wanted to make sure that she didn't have to worry about it, that she was already there. And I don't think he done brought her to the river Jordan not to let her cross over. She gonna cross over that river Jordan.
Yeah.
They say,
You done preached you a whole sermon today. You done
and let
preached
me
a
tell you
whole
another thing.
sermon.
All them colored folks, especially those colored preachers that feel a woman can't lead, guess what? It's got so many women in this country, and the women outnumber the men. So them 2 or 3 or them few handful of votes that won't vote for her, but they'll vote for an outlaw. Guess what? Don't worry about it. Guess what? She gonna be Madam President anyhow. Because they don't need your vote. But we do want everybody to vote. We want everybody to cast their vote. And like I said, y'all can say that y'all can't tell people who to vote for. Y'all vote for Kamala Harris, okay? Make sure
That's
y'all
right.
vote for her and her vice president. Bottom line, that's who you vote
Harris
for. You go
won't.
to the poll,
Harris
that's
won't.
who you vote for.
Yeah.
And as Sister Sugar go tell you in the next video, and vote up and down the ballot this time, them. Even if you're Republican, vote them. Because we need
That's
her to
right.
get in there and do something. We need her to get up in there and do what she can do and able to do. But we need people to work with her. We don't need her to have that struggle that President Barack Obama had. And then you got people that have a nerve enough, some of them to still say, he didn't do this. I gave him my vote the first time. And I gave him my vote and he didn't do this. How ignorant can you be? Go somewhere. Go miss me with that. Miss me with that. Miss me with it. Miss me with it.
You fired up. I can tell you fired up.
He got up in there and he showed out. And yeah, people say don't pull the race card, but they pull the race card all the time. Every time a person of color get in a position that they've been held back for centuries, they supersede the position. They outdo themselves. Because they always been qualified. People have put their foot on their neck and said what they wasn't gonna do, said what they was too dumb to do, said what they wasn't smart enough to do. I'm sick of that foolishness. They couldn't be a quarterback because they didn't think fast enough on their feet. And all these black quarterbacks can come up in here and taking people to the championship. Give me a break. I'm sick or tired of being sick and tired. And the first black president got up there and outdone himself. Then he got up there, and I'm so glad he had a dark-skinned colored woman. And she got up there and represented like a first-class lady do with her colored skin. Yeah.
Look.
And when they went in the White House, the thing that I love the most is that people of color built it and couldn't go in, and then people tried to keep him out of it when we built it. I was so proud and so happy, and I'm gonna be so happy when Kamala get up in there. And I'm glad that God fixed it with her. Made sure she had a white team man, cause she gonna get all them votes. She gonna get all them votes of his people. And people who love the fact that she took his children and nurtured his children and raised his children. So she got it all kind of way. Oh, she going in the office. And like I said, the only way she don't go in there is that God is moving his hand on this United States of America because of their ignorancy. That'll be the only way she don't go in there. But I don't think God gonna do that to us. I just don't believe he gonna do it to us. I don't believe he gonna allow people.
If we don't go out to vote, and if we don't show up at the poll,
we got to show up at the poll. People, that's all we telling you. Show up at the poll and everything gonna be all right.
Show up. Take 5 minutes. And you know what I find? Early voting, you're in and out in less than a couple of minutes. A couple of minutes, you're in and out. Early vote. That's the way. That's the way to go. You don't have to stand in no line. You don't need a bottle of water because it's hot outside. You go to early voting, and in early voting, it'll tell you. You know, sometimes these people scrub the rolls around here, and you know, you'll find out if you're on the roll or not. So you need to go to early voting.
Right. You'll find out if they don't put you on the roll when you go to early voting and stuff like that. Yeah,
because the day of the election is too late. It's too late to find out. It's too late to find out. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. You need to verify if you're on the roll now. You said what now?
What else you want to talk about though? Because I just took you into it was a local election. We did talk about the local election and you in the NAACP. So I know you wanted to talk about that as well. So what else you need us to know?
You done preached and closed. You done preached and closed.
And you look okay, I do what I do.
Right, and I'm sitting here looking at the time, and I was supposed to be on here a few minutes, and we've been here 59 minutes.
Yeah, But what else you want to tell me before Mr. Charles come on? And I have my other girl. I'm gonna let her come on up too, cause she gonna be talking to Mr. Charles. And look like Mr. Charles or Sister Charlotte trying to come up. Sister Charlotte, I need you to come over here on this platform. I need you to come over here. I need Miss Charlotte over on this end here. Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to get these people up here. Okay. Okay, we got one of our people, we got JK. I'm being forgot my baby daddy. Okay, did I put Mr. Charles up here too? Let me see. Okay, I think Mr. Charles, is that Mr. Charles or Charlotte? Okay, Miss Charlotte, I need you over here. I see you over there on TikTok. I know you got an extra device because I need you on this stage, woman. Come on over here on this stage. Okay, we got JK and we look like we got Charles. Charles, why you ain't got no picture? I see you driving. But Charles, how long is it gonna take you to get home? Because I need you on this other platform, so you might have to just sit there. But we need to see you. It's all right that you're driving. It's all right that you're driving. We need to see you. Charles. But
Hey,
anyway,
I gotta figure it out how I can get this picture on up here.
that's Mr. Charles in the background, Mike. Miss
So
Charlotte, I need you to come over here and get on this stage, ma'am. Or you just want to stay? Well, I want you to get on the stage when we talk about the president thing, because like Charles is driving. Charles, how long, Mr. Charles, how far are you from your house?
Oh, I'm not heading to the house. I'm heading into Miami, and they had a TA out here, and it threw us. We was in that for about an hour and a half.
Oh, okay, okay. It be that way sometime. I know how that be. I know how that be.
Yeah.
But well, even if somebody else driving for you,
Oh no, I got me. How do I
oh,
get my
okay.
picture up here? I'm trying to get my picture up here.
It's a picture. You have to have a picture on your phone, and you go into the aviation. The aviation. You can go out and try to put it up. Go back out, and I can always bring you back up. And it's gonna have something say Avery like AVATOR or something like that, and that's where you upload your picture to.
See, we should
So
be having JK doing this.
so go ahead on out and put your picture up, and I'll bring you back
Let
in.
me see. Let me see if we can make this happen. Cause like I say, I'm down here flying high. So
And we got some more
uh,
people waiting for you and Miss Suge to be on the next video. I'm gonna send y'all the link. Talk about Project 25 and the presidential election. But right now we want to talk about you and Florida and the Senate. And you don't really have to put your picture up there because I got your. Well, I don't have your. Well, I got your picture, so you ain't got to
you
put your
do.
picture up there. I need you to put your picture up there, but you ain't just got to put your picture up there. But I've been all on your page, getting stuff. Wait a minute, hold on. Yeah.
You
Matter
be,
of fact, y'all, I'm gonna play this right quick, y'all. Look, listen to this. I'm show you how I roll, Mr. Charles. I'm gonna play something right quick. Hold up.
let's
Is it
let's
playing?
hear what you got.
We are the warriors who learn to love the pain. We come from different places, but have the same name. 'Cause we
Okay. Then I got a nut, Mr. Charles, that I can play right quick.
Hello, everyone.
Let me see.
My name is
But it's
Charles,
not really
and
saying
I'm
anything, but
running
it's
for the 39th District Senate seat here.
how he's running for the 39th district and stuff. But I do have a few pictures that I can put up there. Uh, a few things that I can put up there. Okay, there's one of his pictures. Charles Lewis, Florida State Senate, District 39. And you can go to actblue.com to make a contribution to his campaign. And he do, with this last push, he do need some donations with this last push. Because if anybody want to donate to him, you can go to the website actblue.com. Actblue.com. Charles Lewis, Florida State Senate, District 39. And also, I got another picture that I think I screenshotted to put on here. And he is a retired Marine, like Kenny Mike. He's
All
a
right, all
retired
right.
Marine.
Yeah, cute. Okay, retired Marine. Good.
Yeah, I might end up getting him and Kenny on here together since you say Kenny running for something too.
Kenny is
Yeah.
running. We need to reach out to Kenny in North Carolina. But I'll say this real quickly before I have to leave because I'll be back on to talk about and we can do that early next week sometime. So I can
Okay.
come back and share, and then I can finish talking about some of the other things that are going on here in the parish. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
But
Okay.
I
So
have to
what you
make a
want to
run.
tell me?
But I
Oh, I
just
thought
have
you
to
were
make
going
a
to tell me.
run, and I will get you that information. Matter of fact, I will get in touch with Kenny, and I have him get in touch with you. Um,
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
That sounds like a
yeah.
winner.
All right.
All
But it's a
right.
pleasure.
Thank you
It's a
so much,
pleasure. It's
Mike.
always a pleasure to be with you. Uh, it's always a pleasure to be with you. I hate to run. I see he's running for a Senate in Florida. We wish him well, and get us this information so that we could send donations his way.
Okay. I'll make sure I get it to you, Mike. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
All right.
All right. Okay.
Okay. All right. God
Thank
bless.
you.
All right.
All right. Well, JK, we wait for Mr. Charles. So, girl, what you want to talk about while we wait for Mr. Charles to come back in? He told I let you do it. My sister Suge, come on over here on this platform so you can represent. Because in case he can't get on like he want to get on, I know you can represent him because you've been campaigning for him and representing him. Thanks for the shares, everybody, and thanks for the likes as well on TikTok. But we're gonna be over here a little bit while longer so we can talk to Mr. Charles over here. But Sister Charlotte, I definitely want you to come on the next sitting because when I exit out of here, we're gonna be going to the next sitting. JK, I want you to come over there too. I'm gonna send you the link. I'm gonna send you the link. But right now we on this sitting and we're waiting for Mr. Charles to come back in. That's running for Senate for District 39 in Florida. And we just want him to come on and say a few things and basically talk a little bit about the things that they're asking him to represent in Florida in his district. Uh, Okay, I texted to you, Sister Suge. I'll text it to you again. Just go in your text, and it's that last platform. It says StreamYard. Just click on it and follow that. Well, no, don't click on it. Copy it, paste it into your browser, and then oh, you say you didn't get it? Okay, I sent it to you, but I'll send it to you again. And you can represent, girl. You a good representation. You do a real good job. Just don't forget that I'm live, baby, because I'm hearing you loud and clear. Okay. Trying to tell my son that she said she needs the link. I know I sent her this link. That go to link right there. Sugar. I'm looking at it. She said she don't see it, so let me give it to her again. All right, yeah, we waiting for Miss Charlotte. Miss Charlotte, we waiting for her, and she's gonna come on, and she's gonna talk about the campaign and talk about Mr. Charles' campaign because he is in traffic and he's trying to go down to Miami to do some campaigning this weekend. And I'm asking God to give me what I need to get down there on the 25th for the concert as well as to assist him with the campaign. I want to be a part. I want to be a part. And I'm one that don't just talk about it, I be about it. And sometimes I ain't able with in my own right to be about it, but I don't mind asking nobody to help me be about it either. uh, Mr. Charles said he here, but he watching on YouTube. I need him to be on this stream. Oh Lord, he watching on YouTube, man, and he got a picture on YouTube, and I got him up there, so he's watching. But I need you, Mr. Charles, to come on here and talk. But Sister Sugar's about to come on here. But I also want you on that other platform because you know more about that Project 25 and what pages to tell the people to go and look at about the Project 25 and to be able to talk about some of the things on there. So now we're trying to wait till should come in, and when should come in, she'll say more about his platform because I'm sure she know how to tell us what he's running on and stuff like that, and what they need up in his district, what they're asking him for as he go from door to door, talking to various people. Um, so hopefully, we're talking about my battery trying to go down, so I need to plug this phone up. I mean, plug this device up. Okay, there you go. There you go. All right. Is she coming back? Uh, hey, y'all. We're about to talk to Miss Suge, and we are hoping to talk to Brother Charles again. We talked to him a little bit briefly. He's trying to learn how to put his picture up on on StreamYard. And we got JK up in here with us. And after we finish on this one, we're gonna go. I'm gonna stay on TikTok. I'm not moving from where I'm at on TikTok, but I'm gonna go over. God bless you. Yes. Uh, Mr. Dude, I wish I had your Facebook or your telephone number because if you wanted to come on the platform that we're on YouTube or Facebook, you could also come on. I really enjoyed you today on the platform with Sister Bet. Okay, look like Mama Charlotte is coming on in here. Oh, that's Charles coming in. So Charles is coming in. And I need
You hear
Sugar to
me?
come on in too.
Can you hear me
Oh,
now?
I heard you the first time. I just didn't see
Okay.
you.
Hey, I can't get me in there like J, like JK up here posted. I
Okay,
can't
that's
do all
fine.
of that.
Okay, that's fine. But all you do is hit that undo that camera.
I
All you
did.
do.
It wasn't doing anything. It did my voice and everything else, but that camera, hey, it's
Oh, my mic
Okay,
just
so
muted.
let me hold up. Hold up. Take your time. Hit. Oh, he done went out. I was
Oh,
gonna tell him to take it. You still there, Charles?
mm-mm. He looks. It sounds like he went.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
He probably went out to see if he can hit the camera so he can get in like you.
He's
Yeah, but
funny.
we all right. We have time because I had a whole as Micah said, I done had a whole sermonette. I done had a whole sermonette Talk about our girl, how she gonna go on into that White House.
What? Now we're trying to get in touch with your audience to have them appeal to anyone in Florida to go
Oh,
down here and vote for Charles.
no, we just I'm just letting Charles have this opportunity to talk to people because it's gonna be on
Right.
Facebook. After it's all said and done, he can share it wherever he want to share it at. It's
Mm-hmm.
all over the world. You know,
Right.
YouTube is all over the
Hi.
world.
Right.
Hey
Hey,
guys,
my
how are you?
darling, I'm
Hey.
trying to get
Hey.
Can you
Charles back
guys
up
see
on
me?
stage.
Hey, Miss Sugar.
Hey baby,
Yeah,
how are
we
you?
see you.
Okay.
Yeah,
How
we
you
see
Can
doing?
you, honey. Well, Charles
Just
is on here too, so since he can't,
um,
he don't know how to do his camera. We all right with that, Mr. Charles. I just wanted them to
okay.
see.
I keep
He
I
just
keep
he.
hitting this camera, but nothing is happening. So we'll just
that's
have to
how
do it
Okay.
like this.
it was doing the same thing to me. I had to go out a couple times and come back, but okay.
Well, I've gone
Hey,
out twice. And
sister. How you doing?
I'm doing
Okay,
fine, thank you for
Charles.
asking.
Okay, okay, Mr. Charles. Um, can
yes,
you tell
ma'am.
me? Can you tell me what the people in your district 39 is mostly asking for? Can you tell me what they are
Well,
mostly asking?
well, let me tell you this. Thank you, first of all, for allowing me to my voice to be on your platform. Um, I don't know why the picture's not coming through, but I am running for the Senate seat in District 39. District 39 in Florida is in Miami. Uh, some of you may know about Hialeah, Doral, Miami Gardens, Kendall, all of those areas. And the people are made up of Colombians, Spanish, Haitian, uh, Salvadorians. So it is a wide mixture. And yes, we have blacks there. In the district that I'm running in, there are about um,
Okay, Mr. Charles is breaking up a little bit. He's trying to tell us about how many people is in that district. Mr. Charlotte, can you step in and help him a little bit? Do you know how many
Um,
people?
I'm sorry, I do not know how many are in that district. That would be his question for him.
Okay,
that
Charles, are you coming
that
back in?
there are about 500 uh, thousand people in the district altogether, comprising everyone.
Hmm.
I know now.
Okay. So you say about
I
five
mean,
hundred
you got
thousand people?
yes.
Okay, go ahead.
There are, and you may have about 150,000 that are uh, Hispanic. You may have another uh, in Miami. There are around 200,000 Haitians that are there. The Colombians, right off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you exactly how many. Uh, right now, those are the ones that's sticking out to me. But it presents a good problem because uh, I've had to call my son. He speaks Spanish, and so I let him talk to some other people. I've had a lady that has come out with me. I have one gentleman that's going to be here with me this weekend, and he speaks Spanish. Uh, they're very proud people, I can tell you that, and they believe in working together to get things done. I'm just trying to break in. I'm just trying to break in to so that I can get them to trust me.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. JK, did you want to ask Mr. Charles anything thing in particular?
Oh no, I couldn't believe how much diversity is there, and it's amazing with the governor that you have. But and
Well,
how
what
close are you to is it or no, where exactly I'm not sure exactly where are you in the are you down in the southern part of Florida? Here.
my district? I'm in the southern part of Florida,
Okay.
which is Miami-Dade.
Okay, Miami-Dade.
Okay, but I am north of Miami-Dade.
But north of it. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
for any and everyone that's out there, if you would just put in uh, Senate District 39, it'll pull up a map for you, and you could see the vast area that it covers.
All right.
I have a
And
question.
so
Um,
we go ahead.
Mr. Lewis, how can we help you run and win this election? Although we're not in your district, I'm sure there's things that we can do that could help you. So, could you give us some suggestions?
Well, I've had good help thus far. I've had people come in from Wisconsin. I've had those come from California, uh, Texas, Louisiana. They just come down, and when they come, I get them a room for the weekend. Because let's face it, people are still working, and they're still giving of their time. So they may come in on a Thursday night, and we'll go door to door on a Friday, Saturday, and there are times like tomorrow, we're opening up three more Democratic offices uh, down here. So we're going to have grand openings starting tomorrow. Y'all may know Miss Queen Esther. She's coming here tomorrow, and so is James. Uh, so the other ways that you can donate or that you can help, I need people to help make telephone calls. If you speak Spanish, that is a plus because, as I said, it's more highly Spanish speaking, and we do have some strong Spanish Democrats, but at the same time, that other party the Republican Party has told them a lot of bad things that we have to overcome about the Democratic Party, like we are, like where they left, want to take them back to like days of Castro and things like that. And they put that in their head and they listen, but we all know the difference. It is the Republican Party uh, trying to take them back.
So
Can
we're
I
speaking, we're
go ahead?
speaking about
Go ahead.
okay. So we're speaking about donations. Do I have to live in your district to make a donation, or can I do it from where I live? I'm in California, so can I make the
You can
donation?
be You can be in California, Korea, you can be anywhere in the world, and you can go to act blue, ACT blue.com, put in my name, and you can make a donation that way. You can go to my page on TikTok. I also have Instagram, and you will see a QR code, and you can scan that, and you can make donations to Cash App as well.
And
So
so
we're
one more
trying.
question. Well, it can if I want to come and volunteer or make calls, who do I call?
You can go on my page and let me know what you want to do. Uh, you can contact Miss Sugar Sweet, or you can contact Jacqueline Ash. These are all people on my page, and
What page is that?
my
Is that
TikTok
on it?
page.
On the TikTok
Okay,
page.
It's on, yeah, it's on my TikTok page. You open it up, and you'll be able to see that QR code. And
got it.
one of the cash apps, because I am a Marine, it'll say Devil Dog E6, and the other one says Senate candidate. And you can go there. If you got a C note, you can put that there. If you got a 50, you just want to send down there $50, that's good. Uh, any amount that you want to send, we accept. I accept.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Most definitely.
Just just to let everyone know, the Act Blue app is super easy to use. It's super easy.
It is.
Yeah, it's super easy.
It's,
And you said
You
when
have
they go to that app, they put his name in, right?
right. It's super easy. You know how you've sent people to do things like that, and it kind of they get a little frustrated or
Yeah.
something. But no, this is like really easy. They have. I mean, the person that's that has the least uh the most difficulty with work doing something on a computer can do it. I mean, just it's super easy.
So what
I
is the
think you
most
may have to click 4 or 5 times and
Yeah, but
you'll
it's
be there.
easy. But it's like
Yeah.
it's like it doesn't act up like a lot of those other kind of websites that kind of take you through a whole bunch of nonsense. It doesn't do that.
so what
It
is one
just
of
goes
the main
straight to your candidate. It just goes
Yeah,
straight to your candidate.
yeah, but it's
You
simple.
know?
It's really simple.
Yeah.
can you share what one
Great.
of the main concerns is, Charles, Mr. Lewis, about your for the district that you're preparing to service? What are the one of the main things you want to do?
Well, there are three main things, and it's not exactly like I want to do because I asked the people here, what is it you want me to do for you? And what they have told me is uh, when 45 was in control, he did deregulation of corporations, and they have come in and they have bought up a lot of land. So we want to reverse that so that we can have affordable housing. Give you an example: a studio, a a studio down here is like $1,500, and it can go as high as 3,100 just for a studio. You get so we are tackling the housing market here. Immigration. Immigration is something else uh, that they want taken care of. Uh, Citizenship, to be able to come here, and it's not like they just coming to be coming. I talked to a 14-year-old Haitian kid, and he is well versed in the government. So it is just looking for a better way of life. And you hear about they say that, oh, they be taking jobs. They're not taking jobs. If any American wants a job, only thing he has to do is go down, apply, and get it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So you got that. You have veterans benefits. There are a lot of veterans throughout the state of Florida because Florida is a big retirement community. So a lot of veterans are here. And as you may or may not know, this Congress that we have now has cut veterans benefits. So we need to get back to that. We need to make things better for veterans. And so these are just some of the things I'm fighting for.
Good
And
stuff.
a lot of, yeah, oh yeah, a lot of good stuff, just like women's reproductive rights. And that's what uh, my channel, my live is all about. Oh,
Okay, I
is
got
that
you.
me?
I got you.
Is that me?
No, that's me.
No,
I was
that's
trying to
me.
go
I was
to
trying to
another
go to
device.
another device.
Give me a second. Okay, did I get off the other one?
Yeah.
Woo! Yes,
I
ma'am.
think I did.
Yeah.
Yes,
I was
ma'am.
trying to I was
That's
trying
good.
to get off this other device because I had got something up there that got stuck and it's still stuck. I need to get it off the stream.
Oh,
Yeah, I was trying to get on another device. I'm sorry, y'all.
no
But
problem.
anyway, but what was you saying, Mr. Charles? Okay,
Uh-oh.
that's what I need to get.
You lost Mr. Charles.
We done lost him. He can come back up. But he could also call, but he was sounding good though, because I put a number
Yeah.
up there that he can also call too. But he was sounding real good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but he can also call that number that's sitting up there right there. And thank you, Miss Charlotte. You making this interview real good, girl.
No.
You asking all the right questions. You answered all the right questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there he is. He's coming back. But I was gonna let him see that number up there too, if it would have been easier for him to call that number as well.
He might be able to turn his camera on now. Because it took me like
Okay.
3 tries. Uh-huh.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Oh,
Charles. Okay, hit that camera, Charles, because I see you trying to do it. Hit the camera and see if it'll come on.
almost.
Okay. I don't know why his camera is not coming on because it should have came on.
I think I went out and went back to the app after I registered. I went out,
Um,
went back to the link, and then it came on.
okay.
I've done that.
Charles.
I've done that 3 times, but
Okay.
Well, we all right.
we
You
just
sound
gonna have to
good.
let it ride.
That's right. That's right.
Well, next time I'll do this again because I want people to know, and we want to see if you're getting the help that you need. So I did put a picture up there. Let me see, can I put it up there on this device that also had your had the site that you said go on, and you said when you go on that site, you said to put in your name when you go on that site. So yeah, so
Yeah,
there it
it
is.
it asks you what candidate, and you just say Charles Lewis, and it'll just say, go right there, and you can whatever amount that you want to give, I will tell y'all this, that like these yard signs that you see printed out there back to back, they cost anywhere from $10 to $12 per sign. Uh, just like when I'm doing literature, let's just say I want to uh, print up about 5,500 pieces of literature, telling everybody who I am, what I'm standing for. You know, that in itself is like $425.
Wow.
So yeah, it gets to costing a bit. And right now, everything that I do is coming, with the exception of those donations I have received. I'll be pulling this out of my pocket.
Oh wow.
This is how important uh, this is to me. Being
Receive.
able to defend women's rights, that's important.
That's
Being
it.
able to defend the civil rights,
Mhm.
that's important.
Wow.
You know, democracy, I mean, it is true. It is on the ballot because the person on the other side, every time you will hear him speak or hear him talk about anything, he's always talking about himself, always talking about himself. And as a Marine, when he went to Arlington Cemetery, National Cemetery, you know, and used it as a photo op, you know, to me, that was disgraceful.
That was shameful. Shameful.
Yeah. And he should not be doing that, you know.
All right, well,
You can't.
we gonna talk about him in the next video that I'm gonna send to you guys, because I definitely want y'all on there, because we talking about how important it is to get Kamala in the office along with Waltz. But also we're gonna talk on that platform too about how important it is to vote D Dems all the way up and down the ballot, to make sure that when she gets in there, she'll be able to get some things done and be able to change some things around that they have kept changing back and kept taking away from. But that's the next conversation. This conversation was about
All right.
the gentleman I had earlier, and this was about you. So we know that if you get not what and boy, you got a hard district, because you say those people don't even talk English.
What
They
they
talk
do,
huh?
they speak Spanish, uh, like Doral. One section of Doral is they like to speak Spanish more than English. Hialeah, which is another section, they are a mixture. Uh, and Miami Gardens, it is just it is just so much. It's like
Okay,
being in
Sean.
Dallas.
I heard something about a service background for you. What kind of background do you have, Mr. Lewis?
Right. That's what I was gonna say.
What type of service background?
Yes.
Other than the military, which I served and I retired as that, I donate my time to work with food banks, helping to keep those replenished. Uh, I work with seniors, uh, and seniors here in Florida are 55 and above. If they've had a hard time trying to find a job, I work with them to help them obtain that job. I used to run what they call the CSEP program, the Senior Community Service Employment uh, program. And
Oh,
that
wow.
is where we took and we got seniors, no matter from 55 uh,
From
and they
55 and
could stay
up.
on that program for like 4 years.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
55 and up. And
That's
it's
a good
almost,
program. What
yeah,
was that, Charles?
myself and two other gentlemen, myself and two other gentlemen ran that program for the state of Florida, from Tallahassee uh, down south to Miami,
Oh, wow.
Jacksonville, Key West, Fort Myers, Fort Lauderdale, all up and down on both sides of the coast of Florida.
Wow.
Oh,
So
Mr. Charles, how long did you serve as a Marine?
I served many, 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 many moons. I retired. I reserved. I did my 20, and that was it. That was enough for me.
Oh, you did 20 years? That's a long time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I I took the stuff from my uncle who told me you have to work for somebody. You might as well go in the military, serve 20 years, get that pension, that retirement. If you go in like at 18, you come out, you're 38, you can go to work for the post office or any other entity.
Wow.
And,
I never
and
thought
you can
about it like
get
that.
another retirement.
That's
Wow.
what I'm talking about.
Double retirement.
Did you go and work for anybody else after you retired?
I tried to go to work on base, on the military base, and I was used to just getting the thing done, and they kept saying, you can't do that. You're working too quick.
Oh,
So I just started working for myself. I
Oh,
did
okay.
home
Yeah.
I did home remodeling and painting, roofing. So, but after a while, my knees told me no.
Yes,
Yep,
I did.
they
my brain
told
said
me no.
no on a lot of stuff too.
Charles,
What was that?
how are you comparing to the other candidate? Like, is the other candidate someone that people are tired of? And
I
or
have heard that. His
hmm
name is Brian Avila, and he served the post now for the past 2 years. He has been in the government for like 15 years. But I do hear and have heard people say that they do not like, because he only votes one way, and that is the way that whoever his boss is say, hey,
he's not he's not the
and that's the
current
governor.
senator.
He's the current senator for the district now.
Okay, okay.
But whatever the governor wants, he'll vote that way, like the banning of books,
Mm,
and that's, stuff like that,
mm-hmm,
going against
Crazy.
women's rights,
mm-hmm.
uh, and telling us our history doesn't count.
Right, right.
That
Okay, so
that type of,
he votes with DeSantos. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
Lord.
yeah.
Oh Lord.
yeah.
And you
Oh,
work
well, you
out.
got
I
him
feel
there.
sorry for you guys.
So he's only been the Senate 2 years. What office was he in before then? Do you know?
He served on a couple of commissions seats. I don't know all of
Oh,
what he did serve as.
well, did
We
anybody run against him when he ran for Senate the last time?
No,
Oh,
he was
okay. So he was
unopposed.
unopposed. So they just gave him that job basically.
Yeah, they gave it to him, and I've heard people say that they don't like it, and I hope it's enough of them that when they go to those polls and
Yeah.
voting blue straight down,
I hope they
and
vote.
they
Yeah,
can.
vote blue straight down.
That's right,
Right.
because
Right.
we have to save America.
Right.
I know the other side keeps my
Hmm.
thing is, I want them to tell me, when was America great for
Hmm.
every American citizen? It sure wasn't, for the Japanese. They got put in internal camps in the World
Yeah.
War. It
Yeah.
wasn't
Sure.
for them. It wasn't for uh, I put into slavery. So it sure wasn't good for them.
Right. Well, Charles, when I do this other platform, I'm gonna send you a conference number, and I'm sure you have your earplugs in, and you'll probably be able to come over clearer. But Miss Suge, you and JK, I want
Hmm.
y'all to come back on the next platform. I'm gonna send it to you all, and Charles, we're gonna be talking about the presidential election, but we can also continue to say some things about you running for Senate. But we do want to support you. If the Lord said the same, if you could do me a room, because like I said, I want to come, and I was trying to come for something else at the same time, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it. But when Miss Suge told me that you needed people to help you campaign, I said, well, that's all the better for me to go. And I did hear you say something about the rooms. I said, well, I'll be able to go and help him because I only have to go to the concert that Friday night from 7. So I had asked her, what time do you do your campaigning? Because that Friday, I have to go to the concert at 7. And I was hoping the concert was in the area where you are running, because that would have been a good place for me to take some flyers. Look at this flyer, Miss Suge and Charles, and see if this concert is going to be anywhere around your district. Uh,
Where?
is it?
I
What
can't
Let me
city?
see.
What
I
Let
city?
me
can't see what it says. What
Right.
city?
let me let me take the let me see. Let me
Do you
take this thing off that's running across it.
do you see
Maybe
the city of it?
can you see it, Miss Sugar? Can you see the address?
These old eyes. You want me to see this on this phone? I know.
JK,
What's the address?
JK,
Just
do
tell
you
us
see
the
the
address.
address?
I'm trying to see.
Girl, that's so little.
Wait.
Okay, let me see. I
Oh,
can
you
look
got
at it
one in
on
Miami,
my.
Florida. One is Miami. The
Okay, it's
Okay.
okay. Listen,
Tampa,
listen, y'all.
Tampa,
Listen,
Miami.
everybody listen, JK, yeah, listen. It's
Yeah.
gonna be at the Gospel Arena International Ministries, which is located at 7511 Northwest 7th Avenue.
That's
It
Miami.
that would be Miami then, because they don't have
Yeah,
all that on
it's
here.
Miami.
Oh yeah. Oh
What's
yeah. Here it is. Wait. Yeah, that's fine. Miami. Yeah, yeah. It does. Yeah, yeah. It does.
what's the
Ministry.
zip code?
The zip
Now
code, let me
that's
Three
see.
going
three three one five zero.
Yeah.
so
Three
So
that'll
three
be
150.
Miami. If you're in Miami, yes, you'll be right on top of it.
okay, and so that means if the Lord said the same, and I do get what I need to get there, and if you do have a room, that'll help. But I can also work that program for you because some people's gonna be there from Miami, and I can kind of like
Okay.
push. I can push your card at that event, and then I can also get with you the next day and do whatever you need me to do that day as well. Because if I come, I'll just
Okay.
stay that night, Saturday night, and just head back Sunday. I'll probably get my daughter to bring me and help me drive. So yeah, I
You
just got
here
to
in
get there.
Florida? Are you
What
here
you
in
say?
Florida?
No, I'm coming from Louisiana.
Ooh. Okay.
I roll like that,
Hmm.
and I already wanted to come anyway. So now I got even more of a reason to come. And like I said, if you are doing the rooms for people, hey, count me in. Me and my daughter gonna come down, and I roll with you.
All
And
right.
that's gonna be October the 25th. So we'll leave here Thursday night and 4-day Thursday morning and drive all day. And then I'll hook up with you and see what you need me to do. And then also get some literature or whatever you have. And maybe if you're not too busy, you might can come by the program because it's an open door program. And they may let you even get up and say something and say what district you're running for.
Okay.
Now, the only thing
Like I
about it,
say,
she is on radio, and she was also wanting you to see about getting yourself out, but it just depends on if her radio reach in the areas where you're running in your district. So you can also, she was supposed to be on here tonight. She may be on the next platform, and you all can exchange numbers and reach out as well, because any kind of exposure you can get is going to help. We at the
it
crunch.
is.
We at the crunch hour. You know what I'm saying? We're at the
Oh
crunch
yeah.
hour. So yeah. But
Yeah.
y'all, I'm gonna end this live, and right at 9 o'clock, y'all come on to the other live. And Charles, I'm gonna send you a number to call to make sure you don't break up. And hopefully you can remember some of that stuff you told us about Project 25 and the pages and stuff. I had kind of screenshotted. I think, Sister Charlotte, you wrote a lot of it down. Can you get your pad? Can you find your pad where you wrote
I
that
got
stuff
the
down?
Charles book. This is the Charles book.
All right. Well, yeah, we're gonna end this one. Let me pray and end this one, and then I'm gonna send y'all to the link. I'm gonna send y'all the link to the other one, and I want you, Sister Charlotte, to come back on where we can see you, and also you too, JK. And I got some other people scheduled to come in, and we pushing this presidential election.
Okay.
Yeah. All
All
right,
Yes,
right.
y'all.
most definite.
All right.
Father, we thank you for this opportunity, Lord. We thank you for those things that have been said, God. We thank you for Brother Charles. We thank you for Sister Charlotte. We thank you for Sister JK. God, we thank you that they took out the time to come and to try to let the people know what's going on. Let them know about the Florida State Senate, and let them know that how important it is for us to get someone in there that's going to be for the people and going to be for the rights of the women and going to be for the need of helping the community, God. And many of them don't know, but they know not, God. And we pray that this video will go forth and go many places, God, and many people will hear and know how to go out and vote. And we'll be careful to give you all the praise and all the glory and all the honor. In Jesus' name we pray. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in a minute.
Okay.
All righty.
All right.
Say, Charles, is Shelby